So after we look at the positives of bringing technology into the classroom and the ways it enhances learning, we're going to look at the ways in which technology in the classroom hinders the learning that students are getting from the space. Technology acts as a distraction, causes lost teaching time, changes the morality about cheating, gets overused, is ill-considered when implemented, and there's actually no proof that it helps students to learn. So firstly, technology acts as a distraction to students. So even us as students now, we're distracted by our technology. How easy is it to look at Facebook, watch YouTube, Netflix, even read a different article while you're on the computer working on an assignment? How many of us have been caught playing on our phone during a lecture? I have. Even the numerous notifications we get on our devices are distractions. If you still don't believe that our technology is a distraction, we still think we're learning when we decide to start multitasking. But many studies through psychology have shown that when people begin to multitask, their ability to do any one of the many tasks they're doing drops significantly. People aren't made to talk and write a different story simultaneously. We're not made to focus on many things at once. It's easier and more efficient to do one thing at a time. And still, further technology is added, without taking into account the ways in which a teacher might use it, or if it's going to cause much lost learning time. Technology is added simply for the sake of having the technology. In fact, there's a study that indicates more learning happens in the classroom if the teacher is the only person in the classroom to have a computer. Students learn more when they're not distracted and they're not in front of a screen. So due to students' newfound digital access, there's been a major shift in the way that students view cheating. It used to be that cheating was sneaking in answers to a test or copying your friend's solutions on assignments. But now there's the online version where you can go look up your answers, which is still a form of cheating because you're taking someone else's work and claiming it as your own, even though it's not. And unfortunately, students don't view this as cheating because there's been a shift in their paradigm, and they believe that because the source is online, there's no wrong in taking their work, because no one can actually stand up and say, hey, that's my work. You just took it and claimed it as your own. And lastly, we come to the ways in that technology gets overused in classrooms. If I told you that for the next 30 days, all you were allowed to eat was pepperoni pizza, at first it sounds pretty great. Well, the same goes for technology. At first, it is pretty great. Then it becomes a venture that we didn't sign up for. It morphs into something that we begrudgingly do. Technology morphs into a chore, and we don't want any more of it. Just like when you hit day 20 of pizza for every meal and snack, you don't want it anymore. And it's no longer helping you. So, just like typing instead of writing, is it always helpful? Yes, there are some great things about technology and its potential use. But before we decide that it enhances learning, we need to consider the implications it has on students and their learning. Is technology worth all its consequences in the classroom? Are students actually learning when we implement technology? And what are they learning from what